Hi, second grade. We're going to be working on a grammar skill this morning. We're going to be working on capital letters in days of the week, months of the year, and holidays. And we're also going to be working on commas in dates. So let's take a look at today's lesson. Before we begin, I want to tell you that each day this week, as we have worked on our skill, we've added another layer. So if you think about it, we started out talking only about capital letters, and then we added commas and dates. And today we're going to add another layer. We're going to talk about proofreading marks. So when you're proofreading a piece of writing and you've made mistakes in your writing and you forgot to put a capital letter in there or you forgot to put a comma in there somewhere, we're going to talk about the editing marks that you would use in a piece of writing to show that your writing needs to be corrected. So I like to tell my second graders that skills in second grade are sort of like building a house of bricks. You get your first skill, this is a brick. You put another skill on top of that, then you put another skill on top of that. So as we learn skills, we keep adding more layers of complexity, or it gets a little more challenging as we go along. So let's take a look at page number 45. So in your reader's notebook, you need to have out page number 45. So if you don't have that out and ready, go ahead and pause this video, go to your reader's notebook or your packet and find page number 45. And then when you're ready, come back to the video. So taking a look here. We're going to be talking about a grammar skill today, grammar in our writing, and this goes along with the selection, where does food come from? You probably don't pay much attention to this little box up here in the corner, but it always has helpful information. And our grammar skill that we're working on is names of months, days, and holidays. So I'm going to read the directions to you, and if you want to, you can read along with me out loud at home. The directions say, the name of each month, day, and holiday begins with a capital letter. When you write a date, use a comma between the day of the month and the year. For example, Labor Day is Monday, September 7th, 2018. So we've talked about this skill. Labor and day and Monday and September. They all need capital letter S's, correct? We know that from skills that we've worked on earlier in the week. So what have we added? What's our extra layer of complexity with this skill today? Well, we're showing that when we're in our writing, when we are proofreading a piece of writing, if we forgot a capital letter somewhere, 3 small lines under the lowercase letter to show that when we rewrite or correct that piece of writing, that those letters need to be capitalized. If we forgot to put a comma in somewhere, this is the add mark. It almost looks like a little camping tent, doesn't it? So there's a little camping tent here with a comma and a little camping tent here with a comma. So anytime that you're editing a piece of writing, 2 editing marks that you might need to use are 3 small letters for an uppercase letter, or 3 small lines for an uppercase letter, and a little tent to add a comma. So let me scroll here a little bit and then we'll go on to the next part of the lesson. Okay, so they gave us a word bank, and you might notice in this word bank that all of these words begin with capital letters, because they are written correctly. Below that, we have 5 sentences. And these words are in these 5 sentences, but they're not written correctly. They have mistakes in them. So our job is to determine or to figure out where these words are in these sentences, and we have to show how to fix them. So I hope that doesn't sound difficult. It's not. Let's do one together. In October, it was cold. Do you see the word that has a mistake in it in there? You're correct, it's October, because it's the name of a month. In our word bank, October has a capital letter O, but in our sentence it does not. So we're going to circle October up here. Now, do you remember how to show that that small letter O needs to be a capital letter O? Yep, you're right, 3 short lines. Are there any other mistakes in that sentence? I don't think so either. I think we're good. Let's go on to sentence number 2. Mr. Potts left on August 22nd, 2018. Do you see mistakes in there? Yes, you're correct. August, it's a month of the year, right? Does it have a capital letter A? No. In our word bank it does. So this is written incorrectly. We're going to circle August up here, and we're going to show that we know that when we are writing and proofreading, if we made that mistake in our writing, we would put 3 short lines under the A to show that it needs to be capitalized. There's one more mistake. Do you see it? Yep, you're right. We need to add a comma. It goes right here. Here's the month, August, excuse me. Here's the date, the 22nd. Don't we need to add a comma right there? So we're going to put the add symbol, and we're going to put a little comma inside the add symbol. Okay, good job, second grade. Every September, they sell jam. Where's the mistake in there? Yes, you're correct. September is the name of a month, but it does not have a capital letter. In our word bank, it does, so we're going to circle September, and we're going to show, hey, I'm a second grader. I know that this is a month of the year, and it should be capitalized. When I put these 3 short lines under that capital letter S, that shows my teacher when I'm editing a piece of writing that I know I made a mistake, and that needs to be a capital letter S. Are there any other mistakes in sentence 3? No? Good. Let's go on to number 4. Ms. Down opened the shop on July 18th, 2018. I'm going to give you a little hint. There are 2 mistakes in there. Can you find them? Yep, you're correct. What about the word July? Shouldn't that have a capital letter J because it's a month of the year? So let's circle July up here. And let's give July 3 short lines under the J. This means, oh, hey, I see that's a capital, that means, hey, I see that's a small letter J when it needs to be a capital letter J. And do we have a comma here to separate the month and the date from the year? Look at this space right here. Isn't it empty? Okay, so we need to put the add symbol and a comma below the add symbol. All right, you're doing great, second grade. One more sentence. New Year's Eve is on December 31st. Do you see mistakes in there? Correct. New Year's Eve is a holiday. This should have a capital letter M, Y, and E, just like it does here in the word bank. So we're going to circle that. We're going to show that we know that by putting 3 short lines under the N, 3 short lines under the Y, and 3 short lines under the E. Are there any other mistakes in there? Yes, very good. You spotted it. December. That's a month of the year. In the word bank, it has a capital letter D. In our sentence, it does not. So we're going to circle the word December up here, and we're going to be sure to show that if we ever made this mistake in our writing and we wanted to show our teacher that it needed to be corrected, we would put 3 short lines under that small letter D. Okay, second grade, so that's the end of this grammar lesson. Don't forget, this is Reader's Notebook, page number 45, and your job is to take a picture of that with your device and send it back to your teacher, okay? Good job. See you next time.